Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Today's lesson we are going to be discussing numbers 1 to 10 in Arabic. So we have the numbers 1 to 10. We have them in the symbols, as you can see on the right. We have the symbols, and then we have them in the masculine and then in the feminine. So each number 1 to 10 has a masculine form and also a feminine form. So for example, wahid, wahida. اثنان اثنتان ثلاث ثلاثة. Generally, there is a ta marbuta that attaches to the end, or there is a sign of femininity. For example, اثنان اثنتان, the ta was in between the noon and the other noon. Okay, now wahid and ithnan are generally not used as much because when you mention a noun by itself, kitab, so normally the singular and the dual isn't used as much. So you wouldn't say wahid kitab, because by definition kitab is singular. So when you have kitabun, it's by definition singular. Same thing as a dual. Kitabain means by default, by definition, it's dual. So you don't have to say ithnan kitabain. Okay? Now, where it gets a bit tricky is between the numbers 3 and 10. Okay? So when describing something between 3 and 10, a masculine noun, if you want to describe a masculine noun, you have to use the feminine version of the number that you want to use between 3 and 10. For example, if you want to say, as you can see here, it says 3 books. If you want to say 3 books in Arabic. Now, kutub, kitab is book, so we know it's masculine. The plural version is kutub, so we have to use that plural version. And before that, we have to use thalathatu kutub. So 3 thalathatu. Notice how it's the feminine version and not the masculine version. Remember, normally in Mawsuf Sifa, the gender would match. So you would think should be thalath kutub, right? Would be the thalath would also be masculine, but it's actually the reverse, and it's thalathatu kutub. We're using the feminine. Version. Same thing here, as you can see. Awlad comes from walad. Awlad means boys. 4 boys. Arba'atu. We're using the feminine version. Arba'atu awlad, and not arba'u awlad. Okay? And the same thing when it comes to now feminine nouns. So we have to use the reverse. So for example, sayyara is masculine, car. The plural is sayyarat. And so then, because sayyara is feminine, we have to use the masculine version of the number. So we thalathu sayyarat, or arba'u sayyarat if you want to say 4 cars. Okay? And you can see that in the second example as well. Banat, okay, is a plural form of bint. So girls, banat, arba'u banat, 4 girls. Arba'u is the masculine version. And let's just quickly have a look at 2 examples from the next page, which is the homework. So as you can see here, exercise 34, I've done 2 examples just so it can be more clarified. So here we've got a picture of 5 women. Okay. So as we know, women is nisa, and so here for 5 would we use khamsatu or khamsu? Remember, we have to use the opposite. So since nisa is feminine, obviously, then we have to use the masculine version. So it would be khamsu nisa. Okay. The example here, as you can see, they used rabbits, which is arnab, which is masculine. So we would use the feminine arba'atu aranib. And just the last example to clarify the point. We have here 10 spoons. So Mil'aqah is singular, which is feminine. So that means mala'iq, which is a plural, we would use the masculine version, which is ashru mala'iq. Inshallah, that's clear, and you'll be able to do the next 6 homework questions, inshallah ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.